Well. Guess who's back, family? I'm your gracious host, Drummer Boy 1980, hailing from the Carolinas, Columbia, South Carolina to be exact. Hope you had a good day today. If not, you know the old adage, ask yourself why, and remember, happiness is an inside job and it will always be an internal affair. Well, guys, I'm back again, refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to make some reaction videos. We back today again with the reaction from none other than the lead attorney himself. Whew. Some things are just unbelievable unless witnessed firsthand. And I'm about to play these clips for y'all guys. Rock with me now, just rock with me. Let's go, family.
So why is it that you feel unsafe that with Mr. Koss being around your son, not wanting him to take Jace away when you left him alone with him with the same circumstances?
The start of me feeling unsafe was when I moved back in with him back in January. I started to feel him being manipulative, him asking me to sign a contract that would say he would pay me $500 a month instead of doing child support. Also,
that is child support. Imagine you have a child with a woman. The child is 2 months old. You say, listen, baby, we don't need to get the court involved in our stuff. We're grown. I'm going to just write out this contract. It's going to bind me to pay you $500 a month. You say, you're offering to pay me $500 a month? Yes, I'm offering to pay you $500 a month for the child. I feel threatened. Oh, come on. I'm trying to pay your ass $500 for this 2-month-old and you talking about you feel threatened. Boy, shout out to these women. It's a cold world. And all you guys come up to me talking some shit about, I want to leave a legacy lead. Right? Get with these. I ain't even going to say it. The lead is a colorist. I'm not even going to say it. Let's go.
Well, Lord have mercy. Where do I start? This lady just said that she felt threatened simply because the guy wanted her to sign a contract stating that he would pay her $500 a month for child support. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, she feel threatened. She feel unease. A woman will do anything to win. She will lie. Understand this. Whenever it comes to logic, there are very, very few women that I have met in my lifetime that really understand just simple logic. They don't want to just yield to simple logic. And they would do anything to win. They play dirty. They hit below the belt. They do anything. Get that through your mind. And there is no guarantee. I don't care how good a woman that she may be. Now, there are some of them that you can kind of tell, but it's no guarantee. Everything is a risk. Everything is a calculated risk. If I say so myself, everything is a calculated risk. But whenever you get involved with a woman and you talking about having children and what have you, just understand things could go off the deep end, man. And I'm going to keep raising this point. If you go get married, it's best to get a prenup. The lead attorney have stated himself, first thing to do is to get a personality test. I do agree with that wholeheartedly. The second thing to do is to go spend $400 or $500 to go talk to an attorney, a divorce attorney, to walk in with your eyes wide open instead of going in blind. And 3, make her sign a prenup. I do agree with all 3 steps in that order. Yes. All right. Let's continue.
Him threatening me for 3 days to kick me out instead of trying to work something out as adults so we both could financially take care of our son on good terms instead of this whole situation that is now occurring now.
Do you think it's important for a child to have interaction with both parents?
It's very important, but he also wasn't thinking about that once he kicked us out.
Objection, non-responsive.
Sustained.
Now you kept your Jace away from his
and
father.
Imagine this. What is she saying? What is she saying? This is so, guys, let's break all this stuff down. What is she saying? Oh, he kicked me and my child out. He kicked me and my child out. Does anybody, first of all, she said that she moved back in. So he allowed her to move back in, right? He allowed her to move back in. It was his place. He's paying the mortgage. You're a grown woman. You said you wanted to resolve this as grown people. You're grown. Why does he have to move you in and pay all of your mortgage if you're so grown? Right? Just, oh, he kicked me and my child out. You know who I bet he didn't kick out? Do you know who I bet he did not kick out? He didn't kick out his child. He kicked your ass out. You weren't paying anything. You're freeloading. But now you're grabbing the child. Oh, he kicked us out. No, he kicked your ass out. He didn't kick his child out, but you took the child. And now you're in court talking about he kicked us out on these cold streets. Oh my God, let's go.
And that there was a great point that the lead attorney raised. What I hear in layman terms is that the women will use the child to their advantage. That's exactly what I hear. Now, what you hear, put it in the comment section. Go ahead and put it in the comment section. Matter of fact, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you know what I do on this side. Go ahead and do that and come on back to see me, all right? Moving along. But what I hear is the women will use a child as a weapon to her advantage. And we all know this, guys. They feel like the child is mainly and solely theirs and not yours. Even though y'all went half and half on a baby, no pun intended. You know the song. But they feel like some type of way that they are entitled to be in control of the child, and that's wrong on so many levels. I love women. You can't live without them because I darn sure don't want no man. I said, you hear me? Just be careful what type of women you deal with, fellas. Just be careful. Just be mindful. Don't be bamboozled and tricked and hoodwinked by looking at the body, because that body has a way of blinding you. Sex has a way of manipulating your mind. Sex could really have you hemmed up and not focusing on the rightful thing. Because a woman can have a nice body and she can be light-skinned, lead attorney, your colorist. She could be light-skinned and all this. And let me debunk this real quick. If a woman is bad, it don't matter about her skin complexion. Forget that. A woman can be black as midnight, and if she's bad, she's bad. You heard me? You heard it first. From here, let me say that one more time for good measure. If a woman is dark as midnight, you heard me, don't you? She could be as black as the night is long. If she's bad, her skin complexion don't make no man no never mind. You heard me talking? So y'all stop this about, oh, they just want them light skinned girls, which is some people, that might be their preference. But in general, a baddie is a baddie. Huh? You heard me, didn't you? God almighty no. Moving right along, guys.
Now you kept your Jace away from his father for months at a time. Isn't that correct?
Only like 2 months. At the most.
2 months. How would you feel if you were deprived of seeing your son for 2 months?
I would not feel great.
You wouldn't like that, would you?
No.
Isn't the fact that you were so uncooperative that Mr. Koss had to seek assistance from the police to see his son? Isn't that correct?
Wow.
That was the time he came.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
And let me stop it right here, guys. He said the attorney's doing a great job. The attorney's like, listen, did you keep Jace, the child, from the father for months? The woman says, no, only 2 months. Didn't we hear that the kid is like 3 months old?
Wow.
I kept the child away from his father 66.66% of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then the attorney flips it. It's like, well, if he kept the child away from you for 2 months, how would you feel about it? Oh, I wouldn't feel good. And it stops. It's never that. She never takes that one extra step. Oh, if he kept my child away from me, I'd be going crazy. And the attorney's like, and she's like, I just go crazy. It's never that one, y'all know that one extra step, right? Like you kept the child away from him. Yes. And if he were to keep the child away from you, that would be right. That would be bad, right? Yes. So no, it's just, that's it. I feel bad. It's never that one extra. They will never take that step. They will never.
That's why it's better to take your time and make sure you choose the right woman. And I do understand nothing is guaranteed. Hear me talking though. Just understand this. You can kind of get a general idea of what kind of woman you got. Now, most of the time, most people in general choose to overlook red flags. See, you know it and I know it. You know this woman was off her rocker, but the cooch was good though. God, that thing had you. You heard me. That thing was working you and stroking you. And you just lost all focus, just all control. And I think I love her. I'm in love with a stripper, yeah. Just lost complete control. You knew she was a jump off. But yet, you wasn't careful with your seed. Or you know she was a little crazy, but she looked good up under your arm though. God almighty. Am I hitting on some points or am I hitting on some points? Let me say that again for the slow kids sitting up in the back. You know this woman was off her rocker, but she looked good up under your arm, some arm candy. But now you in a whole lot of heap of trouble, as the old folks say. Messing with this woman, done got her pregnant, done made a baby with her. Now you in court, splitting up your assets and doing all kind of old crazy stuff. Woo! Now I see why my Caucasian friends sometimes go on a camping trip and they the only one that come back. I said this in I said what I said. I'm gonna say it again too. Now I know why my Caucasian friends would go on a boating trip and they the only one that come back. I get it. I mean, is it morally correct? No, but I do understand.
Yes, he came unannounced.
On how many occasions did he have to seek assistance from the police?
Once.
Now, did you allow him to see his son at that point?
No, because he came unannounced.
He did not attempt to text you on numerous occasions.
That morning, he did not call or text, so he came unannounced to a property that he's not allowed on.
He didn't know he was coming.
No, I did not know.
Isn't the bottom line that you're angry that you guys are no longer together? And that's why you keeping his son away from him?
No, I am feeling unsafe around him.
First of all, John, don't tell me you got another one, John. How many light-skinned women you trying to get? I know the attorney ain't say, wait a minute. aren't you keeping John away from his kid because he's moved on? And she's like, no, I feel unsafe. Ah! Guys, I feel unsafe. He's a cop.
Guys, let me just explain something to you real briefly. See, a woman power is her femininity and her feminine wiles. That's her power. A woman could be literally stomped down a cold-blooded killer, but if she's feminine and if she's soft, most people are gonna fall for it. Let me say that again. A woman power is her femininity and her feminine wiles. She could be a stomped down axe murderer. If she's soft and she's demure and feminine, a lot of people will fall for it. I'm telling you, because what that does is that plays on your feelings and all of that. That's why I don't go by feelings. I go by what's presented, the evidence. Because feelings can get you in a lot of trouble, guys. And you should know that by now, right? Guys, do you see how soft she is? Oh, I was afraid. I was scared. I was trying to protect the baby. He kicked us out. Guys, I bet behind closed doors, I bet she be cursing up a storm and kicking up dust everywhere. I bet she's very boorish and belligerent. And you probably can't even get a word in. I bet she be screaming. And besides, guys, shout out to the lead attorney. She's light-skinned. So we know what that means. If guys, listen to me. If you never dealt with a red-bone woman, let me forewarn you. Let me serve as a cautionary tale. Every last one of them that I dealt with, them things was food. Them things are food. I'm telling you what I know. I'm not telling you what nobody. Them things crazy, man. I'm telling you. Okay. Put it in the comment section, guys. Anybody that have dealt with red bone women, put it in the comment section. I don't know what it is. Man, some of them will literally scare you, man. I'm telling you, all right. Light-skinned women, I know y'all probably gonna hang me up and you probably gonna be hollering in the comment section and talking trash and calling me out my name, but it's okay, all right? Guys, this is part 1. I'm gonna probably have part 2 and part 3 to this, okay? But until next time, peace. And remember, there is more.